Hey, it's Aiden here. Congratulations and thank you for attending. Now, today I want to really talk to you about something I'm super excited about. Now, I've been working on this for quite some time. As you know, or you might not know, we have had for last few years Lead Freak, but we've been working behind the scenes. We've been working with tech people. We have been perfecting the system, and we have launched 2.0. Now, what makes this so unique is that we are integrating AI with the prospecting process. Now, we already did do that, but we did a lot of that on behind the scenes once you were in the program, once you had some sequences going. What I'm excited to show you about today is how we can start using AI to integrate with different platforms and start creating leads with accounts and social platforms that we may have never ever uh, done before. I know a lot of people have a lot of issues with the social media outlets because what they have to do is they have to go to each individual hub. They need to see if anyone's been there. They need to respond to people. They need to uh, stay top of mind in these areas and continue to kind of piece together and remember to uh, check out their Facebook feed, to check out their Instagram feed, things like that. So, really excited to show you what we have today. So, what I want to talk to you about today, because I want to keep this under about 10-15 minutes at the max, is I want to talk to you about the ability to start using AI to get leads. And we're going to go through various things throughout the different sessions. But today, I want to talk to you about this. How do we start getting leads with our social media? How do we start integrating it and making it a cost center instead of a revenue center? Well, that's what we're going to look at. So let's get started. So what I want to do is show you that what we have here is we have a example of what we are going to be looking at. So if I stop sharing and screen share, get that open. And let's get here, and there we go. So if we look at the sales funnel, okay, what a lot of us have done is we have had to piece together or duct tape, if you will, different pieces, different programs to make a system that worked for us. So with Lead Freak 2.0, with the new technology and with adapting to AI and integrating AI, what we've been able to do is we've been able to do a few things. So let me go over each of them with you. The first thing we're able to do now is we're able to integrate our Google My Business within Lead Freak. So it means that all we need to do is simply log into Google My Business from within Lead Freak, simply your username and password. And now we've integrated Google My Business into Lead Freak. Now, what does that mean? Well, what it means is that when somebody phones you or searches you up on Google and then phones you, we can take that phone call and instantly bring it into the inbox, into our portal, and make it a lead. Now, the other thing you may or may not know, with Google My Business, they now have made a chat, right? And it's the ability to chat. Instead of phoning, they can send a chat to you. Now, the nice thing about this, it's going to take that chat and put it into Lead Freak. Now, you can either set up automated automations. If someone sends a chat and says, hey, what are your store hours? It's going to say, hey, our store hours are 9 to 5, whatever it might be. But even if you don't get that technical and you just leave it for integration, what's going to do is going to take that number and it's going to make it a lead. So someone says, hey, what's your store hours? You might just respond personally through the app or on your desktop, hey, our store hours are 9 to 5. Who am I speaking to? They'll say, my name is Mike, Bob, Bill, whatever. So now you have their phone number and now you have their name. And so now you have a lead, and then you can start to nurture that lead as you see fit and according to your system. So we have Google My Business integrated into LeadFreak. Now, the other thing we have done is we've been able to do it with Facebook. So any Facebook direct messages that someone has from your Facebook page now comes right into LeadFreak. Why is that good? It's because now you have Google My Business coming into one spot. You have Facebook direct messages coming into one spot. The same thing, you can set up automations, but even if you don't, and you can just reply and say yes, no, hello, hi, you're taking that information and associating it with that contact and now making that contact a lead that you can set up automations for to send them weekly emails or whatever it might be. As someone has reached out to you and they have asked you for information, they have asked you your store hours, whatever it might be. So now we have integrated Facebook. Now we're also able to do it with Instagram. So Instagram direct messages. So not only do we have Google My Business, not only do we have Facebook, we have Instagram direct messages. So these come into the central hub, right? They simply ask a question, what have you. It goes right into your inbox. You have their contact information. They are now a lead when they're asking questions. You don't have to try to transfer it over or cut and paste it or what have you. It instantly is transferred in. We're using AI and integration so that it just creates a seamless process. So now when someone's reaching out to you on social media platforms, they're asking you questions. That's what you're able to do. You're able to integrate these and start making leads or creating a revenue center or potential revenue center as opposed to a cost center. Now, the other thing we can do is we integrate with Twilio. And what that allows you to do is allows you to take your text messages or someone text messages you. That text message comes into your portal, into your hub. We forward that to your existing phone number and boom, bingo bango, you have now text messaging ability that goes directly to your phone or to your business, which works with your prospects when they're asking a question. Now, the same thing applies. If they text your business and say, what are your store hours, what have you, it's capturing that phone number. It's capturing that name. It's capturing their information. It's making that prospect who's asked a question now a lead, and you can allow the system to automate and respond and ask them questions and then put them into your sequence. So now we have Google My Business, you have Facebook, we have Instagram, and we have text messaging. Now, what we also have is email. So we're just integrating all these things into one central hub, one central inbox, which we'll show you in a moment. So when someone emails you now in the same portal, you're getting Google My Business, Facebook, Instagram, text messages, and emails all into one particular portal that you can respond to accordingly and keep everything organized right in one central view. Now, we have your phone numbers as well. So when someone phones you, that call comes through, you answer that call, but you now have captured that phone number and you can add them to the portal, you can add them to the system. And now what you have is you have phone numbers capturing information when someone calls you, when someone emails you, text messages you, direct messages through Instagram, Facebook, and or Google My Business, or anyone that calls you at any time. You're capturing this information. You're grabbing that lead. Now, the other thing we do is we put a little piece of code on your website that we give you. Very, very easy. It's simply cut and paste. And what that's going to do is it's going to create a chat box on your website. Now, this is all included in your LeadFreak program. So now what you have, if someone goes to your website, you're going to have a chat box pop up and you can ask it questions. Or if someone asks you a question, hey, what's your store hours, what have you, it comes right to your inbox. And again, it's capturing that lead. It's capturing their first name. It's capturing their phone number. It's capturing their email. And what it's doing is now making that someone that has asked you a question now a lead. All goes into LeadFreak. So what you have is you have a comprehensive now program that is taking your social media channels, the way of communicating with prospects, every way that your business communicates with prospects, email, text, phone, chat, social media. It's taking all that all those channels, putting it into one portal. And then when you respond, it's capturing that information and making it a lead and something that you can now start to grow upon and provide more value. Now, here's what I mean. You have something like chat on your website. You simply drop a little piece of code here. Now, what happens if when someone gives you their phone number or their name and asks a question, it comes right into the center of the portal. Let me show you. So it looks exactly like this. Someone's asking you a question, however it might be. This is what's happening. All the information is coming right here. So someone asks a question, it's going to be positioned right here, and it's going to capture their phone number. And you might type right here or email them, hey, what's your name? Who am I speaking to? They'll say, hey, my name is Bob or Kevin or whatever. And it's filling in the information here. So now you are making this a lead. Now, there's lots of other things you can do, like create a workflow right here, click add, and then all of a sudden they're going to start getting the emails and the text messages or whatever it is you want, which is set up for you in LeadFreak as well. But that's another topic for another day. So what this is doing now is allowing you and helping you take your social media, your text messaging, your emails, and your chat, and taking everything into one central portal right here. It's making them a lead, and then you're able to talk with that lead, create that opportunity, and talk with them in real time and convert that lead. Now, finally, we've also integrated automation when someone calls you and you are unable to take the phone call. Now, 62% apparently of small businesses do not answer the phone. It either goes to voicemail or it doesn't get returned at all. What's going to happen now if someone calls your business, and even calls it once, and it rings once and they hang up? What's going to happen is it's going to, within about 30 seconds, automatically send a text to that person and say, hey, this is LeadFreak Solutions. This is ABC company. So we missed your call. How can we help you? And it's taking that missed phone call, that missed opportunity, and creating a dialogue, a conversation with that prospect. It's putting it into the portal here, and now you have captured that information. You have a conversation with somebody. You have an opportunity to take that missed call, that missed opportunity, and make it a potential customer, and to create dialogue and to work with them. So as you can see, what we have done here is we have really taken it to the next level. We've really been able to grow your business, or going to be able to grow your business by integrating these particular channels. And so that's just the tip of the iceberg of the things I have to show you. I'm going to look very, very forward to showing you some of the other things over the coming days and weeks. Now, for those of you that are interested, we have a webinar this Thursday, 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern time. And it is how to grow your pipeline with automation without having to be technical or hire a salesperson. One of the challenges is trying to do everything. And so what we're going to show you to do is, through this webinar, is how to fill your pipeline with automation. A lot of other tools as well than we've discussed today. And how do you do that without being technical, or without having to hire a salesperson to make those cold calls, to make those and create those leads for you, which can get costly. So you can simply fill out the webinar and join the webinar at perfectprospectingwebinar.com. That's perfectprospectingwebinar.com. And I will see you on the webinar this coming Thursday, 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern. Until next time.